which teams would I not want to see in the playoffs?
All right, Fever fans, welcome back to the channel. It's time to get excited. This season, Indiana isn't just building for the future, they're making a serious playoff push right now. With Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell forming one of the most dangerous backcourt duos in the WNBA, Aliyah Boston dominating in the paint, and Lexie Hull stepping up as the ultimate X factor and their versatile bench, this team has all the pieces to turn heads in the playoffs. Picture this, the Indiana Fever were once the underdogs of the league, but with Caitlin Clark's deep shooting range and Kelsey Mitchell's efficient scoring, they've quickly become one of the most explosive offenses in the WNBA. Clark's three-pointers from the logo have defenses scrambling, while Mitchell's ability to cut through defenders and score at all three levels makes her the perfect complement. Together, they're two sides of the same coin. One strikes from deep, the other cuts through like a Ginsu knife. But wait, there's more. Let's take a look at their last game on September 15th against the Dallas Wings. In this game, Clark broke the single-season rookie scoring record held by Simone Augustus with a three from row 22cc in the parking lot. The record now sits at 761 points. Clark's deep shooting range was evidenced by her multiple successful three-pointers, including critical moments like the 25 and 27-foot three-point jump shots at 4:47 and 4:19 in the fourth quarter. These long-range shots is how she stretches defenses and changes the game's geometry. Pythagoras would be proud. Her ability to drive and finish at the rim is showcased with driving layups, such as the driving layups in the fourth quarter, 9:01 and 6:35. This highlights how her game isn't just about long-range shots, but she can also attack the basket effectively. Resilience under pressure is shown in her ability to hit free throws late in the game, at 36 and 14 seconds in the fourth quarter, which contributed to securing the Fever's victory. Her calmness at the line and clutch performance, ending the game with 35 points, reflects the unstoppable force she brings to the team. Kelsey Mitchell, the splash assassin. Mitchell's efficiency and reliability are seen throughout the game. Mitchell's scoring versatility is apparent from her ability to hit a variety of shots, three-point pull-ups, such as her 25-foot three-point pull-up in the third quarter at 7:43 and in the fourth quarter at 2:10, as well as mid-range jumpers and layups. Her total contribution of 30 points shows her impact, especially with key moments like the step-back three-point jumper at 6:46 in the fourth quarter. Her clutch factor. Mitchell hits crucial shots, including the reverse layup in the second quarter at 2:06, helping to keep the Fever competitive when the game was tight. The combination of step-back shots and clutch drives proves her ability to be an offensive closer in critical moments. Temi Fagbenle, the secret weapon. Did you know that Fagbenle means triumph in Yoruba? How fitting. Fagbenle's role as a versatile contributor off the bench is validated. Fagbenle's three-point jump shot in the first quarter at 2 o'clock and her reverse layup in the fourth quarter, 9:35, highlight her offensive flexibility. While not scoring as heavily as Clark or Mitchell, her ability to step up in key moments adds depth to Indiana's offense. On defense, Fagbenle grabs important rebounds at 9:37 in the fourth quarter, reinforcing her role as a key rotational player who provides valuable minutes, both defensively and offensively. Clark and Mitchell's combined scoring power. Together, they put up 65 points, supporting the narrative that this duo is one of the most dangerous backcourts in the WNBA. Clark's shooting from range and Mitchell's efficiency inside and out make them a lethal combination that is hard to defend against. Fagbenle's triumphant and Hull's crucial X-factor contributions. Both players made timely plays that had a significant impact on the game's outcome, confirming their roles as essential supporting cast members. When Clark pulls the defense out to 30 feet, the paint opens up for Mitchell's drives and pick-and-roll opportunities. It's a perfect storm, and opponents just can't keep up. Aliyah Boston, the anchor or heat sink. Boston's role as the defensive anchor is well illustrated. It's not just the backcourt that's driving Indiana's playoff push. Enter Aliyah Boston, the Fever's anchor in the paint. Boston's offensive and defensive rebounds throughout the game, notably at 4:03 in the fourth quarter and 3:41 in the second quarter, speaks to her ability to control the boards and provide second-chance opportunities. She finished with multiple rebounds in crucial moments, which directly helped the Fever maintain possession. Boston's interior defense and rim protection shows on her block at 12 seconds in the fourth quarter, on Howard's putback layup, and her general defensive presence validate her role as the anchor of the Fever's defense, forcing opponents to think twice before attacking the paint. Boston hits 2 crucial free throws with 1 second remaining in the fourth quarter, further validating her ability to stay calm under pressure and contribute offensively when it matters. Her 15 points and critical rebounds, blocks, and free throws in crunch time highlight her ability to anchor both the defense and offense when needed. Her interior dominance is a cornerstone for the Fever. Boston is a walking double-double machine, and her presence on the court has been a game-changer. Whether she's grabbing offensive boards or locking down the paint, her ability to control the glass is like having an anchor that keeps the ship steady through any storm. Her basketball IQ is off the charts. She knows when to crash the boards, when to rotate defensively, and how to make sure no easy buckets are given up in the paint. Boston isn't just a defensive beast. She's an all-you-can-eat buffet on the boards, cleaning up missed shots and turning them into second-chance points. Her stats speak for themselves: 15 points, 10 rebounds, and a couple of blocks per game. And let's not forget her underrated passing ability. Boston is the heartbeat of this team's defense and a key reason why opponents struggle to find easy looks in the paint. She's not just an anchor, she's the heat sink, absorbing the pressure of the opposing team's offense, cooling it down, and stabilizing the Fever in clutch moments. Boston is the player who gives the Fever a true identity in the paint, providing the perfect balance to the high-octane offense of Clark and Mitchell. Lexie Hull. Just call her X. Now every playoff team needs an X factor, someone who can swing the momentum when games get tight. Enter Lexie Hull, the Fever's wildcard player who's proving to be a difference maker. Hustle and defense, Hull steals, notably at 8:43 in the fourth quarter, and her offensive rebounding, like the one at 1:21 in the third quarter, illustrate her hustle on both ends of the floor, often shifting the momentum with key plays. Clutch free throws. Hull sinks multiple free throws under pressure, 1:36 in the third quarter, to extend the Fever's lead, showing her poise in critical moments. Her ability to convert when it matters reinforces the idea that she is an X factor who can make game-changing plays, even when she isn't the primary scorer. Hull's contributions may not always fill up the stat sheet, but her impact is undeniable. She's the player who does the dirty work, diving for loose balls, playing gritty defense, and knocking down big-time shots when needed. Lexie Hull is the kind of player who shows up just when you think you've figured out Indiana's game plan. What makes Hull so dangerous is her versatility. She can guard multiple positions, make hustle plays, and hit timely corner three-pointers, creating matchup problems for opponents. She's the ultimate glue player who helps the team when it matters most. She's not just a role player. She's the X in X Factor, a secret weapon that can change the course of a game in a flash. Hull's scrappy defense and ability to knock down timely threes have been vital to Indiana's success this season. She may not be the star, but when the lights shine brightest in the playoffs, Hull is the player who can flip the switch and make game-changing plays. The perfect balance. Boston and Hull complement Clark and Mitchell. The beauty of this Indiana Fever team is how perfectly balanced they are. While Clark and Mitchell handle business on the perimeter, it's Aliyah Boston's control of the paint and Lexie Hull's grit that create a complete, well-rounded unit. When Boston is controlling the boards and denying easy looks, and Hull is locking down wings on the perimeter, opponents have a tough time finding any weak spots. Think of this team like a puzzle. Each piece fits together perfectly, creating a complete picture that's ready to make a playoff run. You've got the offensive firepower in Clark and Mitchell, the defensive anchor in Boston, and the wild-card energy of Hull. It's this balance that makes the Fever a legitimate playoff threat. Let's get real. This Indiana Fever team isn't just looking to sneak into the playoffs, they're coming in hot and ready to make noise. With Clark's long-range shooting stretching defenses, Mitchell's splashing, slashing, and scoring, Boston's dominance in the paint, and Hull's X-Factor moments, The Fever's phenomenal foreign crew are poised to knock out some of the top seeds. This team has all the tools: offensive firepower, defensive grit, and the hunger to prove the doubters wrong. Opponents can't simply game plan for one player, because as soon as they think they've shut down Clark or Mitchell, Boston is grabbing an offensive rebound, and Hull is hitting a clutch three-pointer from the corner. Don't get me wrong. This team has holes that needs to be addressed in their defensive scheme and consistency in the four position played by Nalissa Smith to go deep in the playoffs or shock the world and win it all. The key to Indiana's playoff run will be their ability to execute under pressure. They've got the talent, the chemistry, and the versatility to be dangerous. And when you combine the steady hands of Boston and Hull with the explosive play of Clark and Mitchell, this Fever squad is ready to punch their postseason ticket and maybe even pull off some upsets along the way. In the end, the Indiana Fever aren't just a team full of potential. They're a team poised and ready to deliver when it matters most. Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell bring the offensive explosion. Aliyah Boston is the steadying force in the paint. Lexie Hull is the unsung hero who steps up in the clutch and a bench that rises to the occasion. Together they form a playoff threat that no team in the WNBA wants to face. Mark your calendars, Indiana's coming for the playoffs, and they're not just happy to be there. They're looking to make waves. Let me know in the comments, are the Fever primed to be a playoff threat, or do they need a little more time to develop? And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Swish Arc for all the WNBA updates. Hit that bell so you never miss a beat. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Keep ballin'.